So I will be reacting to a video that I created and released on my original channel, Mommy Shark, over 5 years ago. On this channel, Contentista, I've started using what I learned over so many years. So as you can tell, I have a lot more success with getting viewership with a little bit under 100 subscribers. So if you're interested in everything I've learned on how I was able to accomplish that and definitely getting hundreds of views on this brand new channel, definitely stick around. So I'm going to be roasting myself on things that I know now should have done differently back then. Who knows, you may be able to extract a few things from this video that can save you 5 years of making so many mistakes that cost me so much and has definitely slowed down my growth on the platform. So let's go ahead and dive in. Going into my oldest videos, you can ignore my singing video cover here, but it is the LV Pump unboxing. Before I even click on this video, the number one problem with this video right now is the thumbnail. I didn't create one, and back then it didn't matter so much because I had the community in which I can post this video, and I knew I could get clicks and I knew I could get people to watch because I was one of the first to get the LV Pump back then in the US, but that's another strategy for another day. Right now, obviously you need a thumbnail, and that's a whole other video on its own, so definitely stick around if you're interested in what I learned over these many years about thumbnails. Clicking the video, I am, as you can tell,
the moment I've been waiting for.
Okay, so first mistake. If you guys saw at the beginning of the video, there was a little pause of me doing nothing and my husband trying to get the camera right and the angle right. Go ahead and have something planned for your intro and what you're going to say. And if you are editing your video, make sure that you edit all the way up to the point you start talking and just basically omit that initial first few seconds of nothingness, because that shows that you're not professional, number one, and that this was very juvenile in editing.
I finally received my LV Pump.
Another few things, and yes, I can't believe I have this many comments in just 9 seconds. Another thing is, don't say, "Hey everyone." That makes your viewer feel like you're talking to a lot of people, which we know you are, but you want to make them feel special, and it's better that you just completely either omit the "hey everyone" or say "you." You. Hey you. And I still need to work on that myself, definitely on both of my channels. Another thing that I want to note in this video, as you can tell, the quality is not there. Obviously, I was a beginner back then and I was using just my iPhone. I was actually using my husband as my cameraman. It's always best to just use a stand. That way there's no shaking, there's no anything that causes motion sickness for your viewers. So that's definitely a very important thing.
From London, because it's not being sold in the US just yet. It's not released. People have been asking me what kind of box it came in. This is the box it came in. It's actually a lot smaller than the Willow box, and I'll do a comparison video. But
so another thing you've probably noticed is the fact that I use a lot, and I still say a lot in my videos, but now I actually edit that out. So back then I definitely should have spent more time editing all the ums and the quiet gaps out of the videos, because that will impact your retention and how much patience your audience has with putting up with all that wasting in time as they are waiting for you to get to the good stuff.
For now, this is just an unboxing video. What came in here is this box along with these plugs, which most probably cannot be used here without an adapter. And I say here, I mean the US, and an ad for their LV trainer. But that's what's in the box. And then comes the real thing here, the LV Pump. So let's open it and see.
And I don't know if you noticed this, you probably have, because I find myself getting really bored already, is that there is zero B-roll in this first video that I created. I wasn't familiar with the retention, I wasn't familiar with B-roll, and it's basically all taped from the same angle and hoping that I would keep your attention throughout the whole video.
Inside. Okay, so I did buy the 2 pumps, not just one, but as you can see, we have the pumps here. They're fully assembled. And what's in the box? This is what the box looks like. And we have bags for the pumps. And saying what you need to do to release the pump. We have some extra parts, and these are actually different size flanges. These are the 27 millimeters versus the 24. Some extra parts here. And hubby, if you can get closer. We have 2 charging.
That's me nicely
USB
telling my
cables
husband, move, you're too stagnant.
You can actually attach
I
right
kind of
over
knew
here.
something back then.
And what else do we have in here? We have extensions for the bra straps when you put the pump in the bra. We have bottle tops, and I know this actually you can put that on top once you have milk in these little containers. And by the way, they're 5-ounce containers. And you have 4 of those.
So the video is almost over, as you can tell.
Like I said, extra rubber, the rubber parts. And then you have a manual. So that is what's inside the LV box. I will be using this and loading a comparison video between the LV and the Willow, because I know a lot of you really want to know the difference and which one would fit best in your lifestyle. Thank you for watching.
So as you guys can tell, I actually did a few things subconsciously that does help retention. For example, I showed what's in the box and I didn't really have a lot of fluff at the end. And a lot of people that are just beginning have a lot of fluff at the end, like, okay, well, this is how this looks like, but what I plan on doing is blah, 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 blah. And they end up adding so much more fluff to the video where lots of people end up falling off your video, and that actually really hurts your retention. I didn't add anything, not because I was aware of that fact, but I didn't add anything because I actually didn't have anything else to say, and because I lacked the camera confidence. As you can tell, there was no animation in the way I was talking. Nothing was emphasized like I just did now. And I was aware that I was being recorded. Now it's such a second nature thing that sometimes I even forget that I'm talking to a lens, or I'm more comfortable talking to a lens than I am talking to a person. But I did also do something that's really good, which I told people what to expect of my next video, which is something that was actually really in demand back then, because again, I was the first one to get these 2 products and be able to compare them at once, that nobody else in the whole entire world had the opportunity. I expand the reason behind that in my other video. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will give you more information on how to start a successful YouTube channel and avoid my years and years of mistakes.